children asleep?
Tucked away. Tight, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot more than usual. It's probably a storm coming up. Something's bothering the stock. Nothing. They get spooked at their own shadows. What is it? Go in, Cat. Go in. Would you see something? Go in, cabin. Will you stop acting like you've seen a ghost and tell us what this is all about? First, I'm a cockatoo. Go in, cabin. Hey! Carcajou? Stay in cabin. Why? What is it, some kind of an animal? Let's go hunt it down. No. Jim, get help. Jim, will you tell me what this is all about?
Forest devil, Carcajou. Bad. Lock cabin. Stay in cabin.
Where's he going?
I don't know, but something sure scared him.
How could you? What did he mean?
Probably one of his Indian superstitions.
Let's go inside, please.
All right, Cat. Don't be scared. We'll keep the doors locked like he said. Tomorrow morning, I'll look around.
Another cup of coffee? Did you find anything?
No, nothing. Like I told you, it's Jim's imagination.
I wonder where he went.
I don't know, Kath. I guess there's a lot of things we don't know about Jim.
Well, nothing happened last night, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, no sense fretting over something we can't figure out, that's for sure. I'd go right up to the creek and check those traps I set yesterday. Keep the kids near the cabin.
That stinks. Stay away from the fumes, Amy. What makes it stink? I don't know. But when you mix wood ash and animal fat and boil it, it just doesn't smell too good. But when it hardens into soap, most of the bad odor's gone. When did you learn to make soap? Ma taught me. And I wasn't much older than you. Kathy, the cow straight off. Isn't Clayt back yet? Nope. What made Jim so scared last night? Clayt and I couldn't figure it out. And Jim wouldn't tell us anything. All he said was, Carcajou. Bet he saw a grizzly. If he did, I think he would have said grizzly. Well, I better go get the cow. Amy, you stay away from that kettle.
Wandering critters, ain't they? Come on, I'll ride you home.
Thank you. I'll just take my cow.
I'll have it the way you like. Why don't you try twisting her tail? You know, sometimes a cow could be almost as stubborn as a human. Let's just tie up over here to make her a mind to come along.
But I don't want her tied up out here.
And why you graze her so far from home?
I didn't graze her. She ran off. I guess she got scared or something.
Well, cows get a hankering to wander.
Not her. She always stays close by. Maybe she saw the cockatoo.
The what?
Cockatoo. At least that's what Jim calls it. We think it's some kind of an animal.
I never heard of a cockatoo.
Me either. But Jim sure got frightened last night. He ran off and didn't tell us where he was going.
Oh, Indians get mighty superstitious. Don't let it bother you.
Oh, I'm not worried. Neither's Clayt or the kids.
Hey, speaking of the family, how are you all getting along?
Just fine.
I never figured you'd stick it out this long.
Why not?
Well, this is pretty hard country, and I've seen a lot of nesters try to settle here, but they don't stay long.
Well, we're not giving up now. This is our home.
Got no regrets?
What do you mean?
Well, don't you ever get lonesome for your kinfolk back in Illinois?
No. No, there are no kinfolk to speak of. Mom and Pa were all we had. When they drowned coming out here. No, there are just the 5 of us now. What about you? Don't you ever get lonesome for your folk?
I reckon I would if I had any. But I'm all there is.
I'm never getting back. I wonder what happened to me.
Yeah, I'll ride you home.
No, thank you. I'll walk.
Well, what's the matter? Are you worried what your brother might think?
About what?
Well, you know, us being together.
Of course not. Clayt knows I've got a mind of my own.
Come on, hop on.
All right.
Hold tight.
Come on, Amy. Cussed, ain't she?
Just female. Thank you, Amy. Twin told me about the cow, but it seems that's not all you found.
Howdy, Monroe.
Get down, Cass.
You don't have to be so unfriendly, Clayt.
Look, all I did was lend her a hand.
Well, thanks a lot. Goodbye.
No, it's too bad you don't have a sense of humor like your sister, Monroe.
I still recall the first time we met, Mr. Jackson. Took almost a week for my jaw to heal.
Well, I admit I was a bit rough on you. But that was some time ago. I enjoyed your company, Miss Kathleen.
Oh, Clayt.
I'm sorry, Kath. I just don't like him.
He's not all bad. I know that.
That may be so. But I can't forget the trouble he caused Jim and me. Man, don't forget getting beat up. Not me, anyway.
My medicine is not strong enough for Carcajou.
I beg you to try again.
Go. Go back to your friends. Tell them they must leave their dwelling.
They have worked hard. They have suffered much. They will not listen. They must not be haunted by this devil.
Oh, I am old and sick. There is nothing I can do.
And I must seek help at other villages.
Do as you wish, my nephew. The Carcajou is too strong for the medicine of any shaman.
I leave with a heavy heart.
What are you doing?
Making a list.
You too? All right, why all the list?
For when we go to Paradox. How many skins you taking in a trade?
Let's see. 6 beaver, 8 fox, 2 marten, 10 mink, and about 20 muskrat.
Ought to fetch a lot of money.
Well, enough to buy the supplies with.
Figure there'll be enough for a new jackknife?
Yeah, I guess so. How about you, Big Twin?
I'd sure like a rifle with cartridges, and some fish hooks and lines, and some stick candy,
Hey,
and...
wait a minute. Hold on.
I want a dolly and a little baby cradle, and a new cap and some candy, and anything else you could think of.
Figures. How about you, Kat?
Nothing.
What's the matter with you anyway?
You three, bedtime.
Oh, Cap.
Move. Come on. Don't ever get to hear anything around here.
I'll stop grumbling. All right, Kat. What is it?
Clayt, do you really think you should lead the kids on to expect so much?
What do you mean?
You're only taking 1 bag of skins into Paradox.
Well, that's a big bag.
If it was twice the size, it wouldn't be enough for all we need. There are just some things we've got to have in order to live. We need meal, salt, sugar, tools. Wait, when I think of what we need just to stay alive.
Listen to me, Kat. Those are prime furs, and I'll get a good price for them. We'll get all we need and a few luxuries to boot. Now, what would you like me to bring you back from Paradox? Kat,
I could use a new work dress.
I'll get you a dress, and it won't be no work dress either. What is it?
Listen.
can't hear anything.
That's what I mean. Like last night, so quiet you can hear it. Hey, what are you doing with those furs?
I'm gonna leave them here overnight. They'll smell the place out if we keep them in the cabin.
Will they be safe?
Yep. Animal will have to have wings to reach them up here. The whole catch ruined. Jim and me broke our backs for these furs. All those things we've been counting on getting, Cat. They're gone. Everything's gone.
What kind of animal would do this?
I saw it move away. I couldn't tell whether it was a bear, a wolf, or what.
Clayt, the cat's gone.
I set these poles myself.
Maybe the cow forced it open. I don't like it. Clayt, something's wrong. It's so strange. First the furs and now the calf. What are we going to do?
Well, there's nothing we can do tonight. In the morning, I'm going to look for that calf. Come on, Cat. Jim home yet?
No.
You kids have finished. You better get on with your chores.
Yes, sir. What is it?
I found our calf up in the meadow. Dead.
Oh, no.
Whatever killed it must have been big as a bear. Maybe the same animal that's destroyed all our pelts. I gotta go hunt him down. Calf, I've never seen anything like this. He didn't kill for food. He killed for pleasure.
If it's a stock killer, maybe you should ask someone from the police to help.
Like who? Rule Jackson, for instance?
Yes, Rule Jackson. Or anybody else who knows this country and the animals around here. Clayt, you don't even know what kind of an animal it is.
You just pack me up some food. I'm going.
Alone?
I'm not scared of any animal. I don't need an army.
Where are you going to start looking?
There's some tracks up where I found the calf. I'll start there.
At least wait till Jim comes back.
I don't know when that's going to be. Cat, you've got to understand. That animal killed our calf and destroyed our pelts. For all we know, he may be after us next.
I don't want you to go out there alone. Please.
All right. I'll take Big Twin with me. He's getting good with a rifle.
Good. See it fall?
Yep, I'll go get him. Go real good for dinner.
They'll go better for bait. Come on.
Let's get back to the campfire and wait. Come on. I just can't figure out how that thing managed to spring the trap and still get the bait.
It's real smart, Clayt.
Yeah, thinks like a person, not an animal.
What do we do next?
I'll have to try again in the morning. Come on. Hey, Twin. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Like you tell Kathy sometimes. Just thinking, I guess.
Well, what about?
That cockatoo. We're the men in the family, aren't we?
You bet.
And if we can't catch that thing, you have no right to stay in this country.
I agree. We'll catch him. Come on, get breakfast.
Coming in. Howdy.
Howdy.
Name's Nick Beresford.
Clayt Monroe. My brother Jeff. Help yourself some coffee.
Well, thank you. Don't mind if I do. You boys from around these parts?
You know, homesteading, not far from here. Bear Valley.
Homestead. It's getting so a man can't go 15, 20 miles no direction without running into people. This country is overcrowded.
You live around here?
No sirree, sonny. I live wherever there's a blue sky overhead and a good earth underneath. But it's about all over, I reckon. Creaking joints weren't meant for wading cold streams, and old bones don't sleep too easy on the hard ground no more.
What do you do, Mr. Beresford?
I'm a trapper, son. I'm a trapper. Yes, sir.
Say,
maybe
maybe.
you...
Huh?
Well, it's like this, Mr. Beresford. We got us a problem with a varmint.
A bear? Mountain lion or a wolf?
We don't know exactly what it is.
Son Jim said it was a cockatoo.
Say that again, sonny.
Carcajou?
This here Carcajou, he moved in on you, did he?
Well, he ruined the catch of furs. Killed our cat.
Yes, sir, he sure moved in on you, all right. Yes, sir, he sure did.
Well, What we were thinking is that maybe you'd like to help us trap him. Hide's got to be worth something.
Oh, no, sir, Sonny. Get yourself in a whole heap of trouble. You go messing around the carcajou. They get it down on a man, they follow him. They spring his traps and they ruin his grub. They'll tie up his fur just for the fun of it. Then they get the chance, they sneak up on him and they kill him.
What kind of an animal is that?
Ain't no animal, boy. It's a devil. Why, a grizzly bear will get out of its way. It even thinks like a devil. There ain't a trap made that'll catch one. You want to take some good advice? Move out.
Move out?
Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, boy. I know a whole tribe of Indians, brave Indians that moved out when the cockatoo moved in. All them caves, they know what they up against. Indians say, trying to kill a cockatoo will cause a man to sicken and to die.
You don't really believe that.
Well, I ain't saying it do, and I ain't saying it don't. All I'm saying is I know some queer things about the cockatoo, and as it turned out, most of them was the truth.
Ain't there some way to catch a cockatoo?
Well, now, Sonny, I've often wondered about that. There might be one way.
Well, what is it?
A funnel trap. Yes, sir. Now, you see, when that critter brushes against them prongs down there, it'll trigger these logs to fall on him. Woo, easy now. There, that's good. It's real good. Well, we first get back to camp because he ain't gonna come around if we're close by. There just ain't no way to catch that critter. And he don't sleep by day.
I'll tell you one thing. He is awful strong.
And maybe awful close.
Take my word for it, you'll pack up and get. Come back another year or two from now. That critter, he's going to work over this whole countryside till there ain't nothing left worth his while, and then he'll skedaddle. I've heard tell they take a liking to one person, and that could be you. Well, so long, boys.
Hey, wait. Do you mind taking my brother home?
Well, I guess so. It ain't out of my way none. What about you?
I'm staying. Well, go on, get your things packed.
Oh, Clayt. Seems like you could use another man. I've done my share of work. I learned a lot about trapping from Jim. Maybe even more than you know. I ain't scared.
Well, somebody's got to hunt that thing down. No good setting snares and traps for him. He's too smart. Got to get on his trail. Wait for a chance to get a good shot at him.
I'm a pretty good tracker.
They're going to need a man back at the cabin. Besides, I want you to tell Cat to keep everybody inside. I want to be done with that animal once and for all. All right, go on.
You take care of yourself now.
You bet.
So long, Clayt.
So long.
About trapping as Jim does.
I still don't understand why Clayt didn't come back.
I wish you would let me stay with him. Hi, Jim! Jim! have you been?
See my people. No help.
Don't worry, Jim. Clayt's out looking for that old carcajou now.
Where?
Up near Guinea Lake. He'll find him. We got real close to him a couple of times.
No way killed Forest Devil. Jim go other villages, see medicine men with big power.
Jim, why don't you try and make him a boy? There must be somebody there who knows something about a carcajou.
Maybe Clayt does.
Jim go villages, see medicine men first. No help. Then go, my boy.
You're here, aren't you? So you got tired of running. Oh, come on out. Let me see you. God.
You've got to eat something.
I tracked him from the Snake River. We went over the saddleback, along a draw, then up over a ridge. We must have traveled 15, 20 miles. Most of it running. All the time, his tracks kept getting fresher and fresher. And I kept saying to myself, any minute now. I could feel he was close, Cat. Real close. Every time I stopped for breath, there was that silence. No wind. No movement of the trees. Nothing. Just like it was the other night. When we got to the ridge, I knew I had him. He was there. I could feel him.
Take a bite. Come on, Clayt, just take a bite.
It was getting dark. The sun was going down. It was silent. All of a sudden, I knew that thing had led me there. It was all around me. In the rocks, in the shadows, everywhere. He was playing with me, Cat. I wasn't hunting him. He was hunting me.
You've got to eat something.
No, Cat. That's not an animal. He's human. He's got a mind. He thinks. He plans. I lit a fire. I sat with my back against a rock all night, just waiting for him to take me. But he didn't. Come sunup, I found his tracks. They were heading this way. He's out there, Cat. Out there.
What are you doing out here alone after what I told you?
Yeah. Not around.
Maybe he's gone for good.
No, I don't think so, Cat. That trapper fellow we met says they never give up.
Clayt, we can't live like this.
I know that, Cat, but give me a chance. I'll think of something.
Did you think of going to McCoy's for help?
No. I'm not going to leave you alone again, not with that thing out here somewhere. We got enough food and firewood to last us for a couple of days.
Then what?
Maybe Jim will come back soon. Come on, Cat. Let's go in.
Food, right. What are we gonna do? Hey, what are we gonna do?
More important than that, Cat. What's that thing gonna do next?
What are you up to, Injun? You've been spoke to, Injun.
What's he sleep?
You got your nerve riding in here like this.
Must he sleep?
Why?
Trouble at cabin.
Come on.
I think you'd better move the cattle down to the lower country. They could stand the new grass. On the way down, you might drag through the willow country. You can pick up some long ears.
All right,
What have we here, Mr. Jackson?
Injun wants to see Sleeve.
Why?
Come for sleep.
Why, Jim?
Our friends need help.
What kind of help?
Bad trouble at cabin. Cockatoo.
Cockatoo? You have got trouble. The worst kind. Cockatoo? Wolverine. Wolverine?
Ko, de te, o wasne, makiwaka.
Miyadakota. Oyate pino, okiata shinido. Mapo kinina. Peshuta nina, suta.
His own people, the Sioux, won't help. They think the Wolverine's magic is too strong. He says we must help or his friends will have to move off their land. Well, I'm afraid that's their concern. Is it, Major? If a Wolverine moves into this part of the country, he'll probably acquire a taste for young beef. To my knowledge, you've got most of the young beef in this part of the country. I see. It rather changes the complexion of things, doesn't it? All right. I'll put a $50 bounty on that animal's hide. I'll be getting dark pretty quick. I better get started. All right. Go with the Indian. Do what you can to help them. Let's take Mr. Jackson with you. All right. Monroes.
What's the matter, sister? Why is everybody so quiet?
Don't worry, honey. You go back to sleep.
I feel like an animal, waiting for some hunter to come and dig me out.
Done it 20 times tonight.
Kath, I've set traps out there. If he gets past them, this is all we got left. I want to be sure of it. He's out there. If only he'd cross that patch of moonlight. If I could get one clean shot at him.
Close the shutter.
Steve. Hi, Clayt. Howdy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. Get the Wolverine for us, Clayt.
Leave this at your trophy, Miss Kathleen.
No, thank you. It doesn't look so big now.
Biggest I've ever seen. When you're talking about a wolverine, size doesn't mean anything. He's the worst killer in the mountains.
Cockatoo.
How come you went to all the trouble of skinning him, Slave?
It's a rare animal.
Yeah, well, I hope I never see another one.
How bad did he hurt you?
Well, food's gone. Got no supplies. I think he hurt us pretty bad.
That's not going to make you run, is it?
No. We licked the Wolverine, didn't we? I guess we can face anything else that comes along.
Oh, it almost slipped my mind. The major put a bounty on this varmint. Said he'd buy the pelt from you if you didn't want it.
How much?
$50. That should take care of your losses on your supplies and enough left over to buy a new calf for that old cow of yours so she won't be lonesome.
What do you think, Cass? He's your pelt. You want to keep him or you want to sell him to the major?
You know the answer to that.
I guess we'll take that bounty, Slave.
I'm glad you said that. The major thought you'd feel like that.
I'm glad this old Wolverine came in good for something.
By the way, how's the foot?
A lot better. I guess everything's gonna be a lot better now.